Looking for a movie recommendation? All Things Taj has got you covered. The Housemaid. This is currently still in theaters and I have very strong opinions about it. So this video is going to be a little bit different than how my videos are normally formatted because this is going to be heavy opinion forward based and little to do about the actual plot of this film. So this is a book to movie adaptation and I did read this book. It was either 2 or 3 years ago at this point. And if you've been on my page for a while, you know, typically speaking, book to movie adaptations just fall short for me 9 times out of 10. And this movie landed somewhere in the middle for me when it comes to that. Now, we'll start with this. If Amanda was not cast as Nina and Brandon was not cast as Andrew, this film for me personally would have been a flop most likely because those two carried this damn movie. I have very strong opinions about Sydney Sweeney, and I'm going to try to put it lightly, but you know how some people, they can only be cast for a particular role? That is her for me. Anytime she tries to step out of what that very narrow scope is for a role for her, it falls short for me every single time. I did not appreciate how much they sexualized her in this film. When the main character in the book, she's not sexualized. She's really like a homey, down-to-earth girl. So I really couldn't understand why they cast Sydney Sweeney for her. But anywho, again, if it wasn't for those two, this movie kind of would have fell flat. Also, I don't understand why we can't stick to the book. Like, literally, the book is your manuscript for everything. Like, you might have to tweak some things here and there, but we really can just take the book, make the dialogue, film the film, and then us readers would be so happy. At least I would be. But I will say just a few more points is that I don't like how much they undermined Enzo's role within this. Like in the book, he has a major role within this storyline, but in the movie, they kind of really downplayed it. Also, there is some scenes that were cut out from the book or that were in the book that weren't in the movie that I felt like were important to the overarching story. But that's just my humble opinion. Now, I will say at the end, I thought it was kind of cool how they segued into you knowing that there's going to be a second movie because this movie is based off of the book and the book is a part of a trilogy. So that was kind of cool. But okay, I've rambled long enough. So I just wanted to give you all of my thoughts and opinions about this one and do it a little bit different, because I just had so many opinions. So if you've seen The Housemaid, comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Like, how did you feel about it? Especially if you were someone that read the book. I would love to have a conversation in the comments.